When you think of United States Marines, you might think boots on the ground.
But many Marines spend their careers in the air. Tonight we go to Marine Corps Air Station Miramar, where thousands call the base their home. If you've seen the movie Top Gun, you've seen MCAS Miramar. The base was once used by both the Marine Corps and the Navy to train pilots in World War II. Today, roughly 15,000 people work at Fightertown, USA, but they're not all in the military.
We also have a bunch of civilians who work here. About 2,000 civilians work here every day for the different departments, but the vast majority, of course, is the active Marines, about 10,000 Marines or so.
Those Marines have a wide variety of MOSs, or military occupational specialties.
You have airframers that work on the actual physical shell of the airplane. They fix the brake system. You have mechanics that work on the engines. All those kind of work as a team to make sure that the airplanes are ready and operational for the pilots and the crew to get out there and train for their combat mission from here.
But in civilian terms, what is Miramar to the Marine Corps?
At the root of it, it's an airport. So whether it's San Diego International, Chicago O'Hare, Atlanta International, it's just an airfield. The only difference, it's owned and operated by the Department of Defense, and we have over 100+ aircraft across 4 different type model series.
You have combat support aircraft, and also you have combat aircraft. So you have the KC-130 that does all sorts of resupply and aerial refueling. They also deliver ordnance. You have the F-18s, of course, the fly-off aircraft carriers sometimes, but also from land bases.
And on the west coast of the U.S., Miramar is the main hub for V-22s, or Ospreys, a cross between a helicopter and an airplane.
The Osprey is the first of its kind. It's a tilt-rotor aircraft, so what that means is it has the capability of lifting vertically, and then once airborne, it can transition to forward flight like your standard turboprop aircraft.
Now, before these pilots jump in the cockpit, they go through years and years of school and rigorous training. In fact, it's about 2 years from the day Marines on track to be pilots finish college and boot camp to the day they finally get their wings.
You do need to go to college to be an officer in the Marine Corps and be a pilot, but really, if you got a dream, stick with it. Personal advice, it's a ton of fun. If that's your dream, that's your aspiration, that's your goal to be a pilot, don't let it die.
There are a few ways pilots say you can jumpstart your career in the air: by taking flying lessons before you finish high school, or even while you're in college. If you'd like to learn more, you're asked to contact your local recruiter. Greg, I know that you said you really like these aircraft, and it was
What a great experience. I've always been fascinated by that.
It's so amazing. They're way bigger than they even look on video. It doesn't do it justice.
I think I'm getting too old to change careers, though.
I don't know. They might still take you.
Carl Bonek has the details on a warm-up later this week when your TV6 Late News continues.